Only hours before the markets open in the U.S., already tonight, early signs Wall Street will start the week in the red. The start of pre-market trading suggesting last week's stock slide may still be in the early innings. A baseline 10% tariff kicked in yesterday and will rise even further for dozens of countries under President Trump's so-called reciprocal tariffs set to take effect Wednesday.
We are finally putting America first.
President Trump golfing this weekend in Florida has been mostly quiet since Wednesday's announcement. But Americans are closely watching their portfolios and price tags to gauge the impact of the tariffs on their wallets.
There doesn't have to be a recession. Who knows how the market is going to react in a day, in a week.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent on Meet the Press with Kristen Walker.
What is your message to Americans who want to retire right now and who've just seen their lifetime savings drop significantly?
Well, Kristen, I think that's a false narrative. Americans who want to retire right now, the Americans who have put away for years in their savings accounts, I think they don't look at the day-to-day fluctuations of what's happening.
Last week's spill on Wall Street erased nearly $6 trillion from the market. Trump advisor Elon Musk now calling on the president to undo some tariffs.
I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation.
As countries like China and Canada promise retaliation, some in the administration say the tariffs are here to stay.
There is no postponing. They are definitely going to stay in place for days and weeks.
Brian Chung is joining us now. And Brian, if, as you heard there, those tariffs are expected to stay in place for weeks, what does that mean for possible negotiations to maybe bring them down?
Well, Hallie, it's unclear. The Treasury Secretary told NBC more than 50 countries have reached out to the administration about lowering their tariffs, but declined to say the U.S. was open for negotiation. Ultimately, the secretary said it's a decision for President Trump, and we may find out when the president holds a news conference tomorrow. Hallie?
This is your cartridge.
Sinks, faucets, and shower heads. Home basics that could soon be a lot more expensive.
Has it been busy?
The ripple effects of President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs concerning for shoppers like Brent Myers, who is remodeling his Los Angeles home.
It's the house, it's the car, it's all sorts of worries.
Russ Diamond, president of home store Snyder Diamond, says some of his vendors are already raising their prices.
I got a notice last night from one of our vendors in the UK apologizing for the short notice, but their price is going up Monday. We would have to most likely pass that on to our consumer.
The fear of price increases also causing an uptick in customers, many of their purchases coming from overseas.
Even though they're recognizable names of U.S. companies, a lot of times they're made in Mexico.
This manufacturer from the UK, and this one here is from France. This Canadian one saying they're already planning a 15% price increase.
And it's not just appliances. The cost of toys, phones, cars, all expected to spike.
Especially with a growing family, it's just really tough to kind of predict how to allocate your money when you're just trying to save all of it.
But some say the sacrifice is worth it.
I'm worried that things are going up, and I know my investments have tanked because of the retaliation. But I think Donald Trump is doing the right thing. We have to have manufacturing jobs in our country.
Everyone hoping the economic pain is temporary. Camila Bernal, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.